Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another video at the Pharmacist Academy. Woo! Happy New Year to you all and your family. Wishing you guys the best for 2020. More happiness, more health, more positivity. I hope God grants you guys all your wishes and desires. Okay, so let's dive right into the video. Now, if you're watching this, you probably have lots of loans like myself and other pharmacy students or graduates. Now, loans can impact your decision to even do a residency or even a fellowship, right? Because you're so concerned about paying off your loans right away. Now, after pharmacy school, you probably want to enjoy the finer things in life also, but you will realize that you can't splurge right away. You kind of have to take care of your loans. That's everybody's number one priority usually. Now, I'm here to tell you that there are many opportunities out there to help with loans. One that everyone should know about is the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program, which I will be discussing in this video. So, a brief overview of this program, it simply forgives the remaining balance on your loans after meeting the criteria below. So, after meeting the criteria, whether you have a balance of 100,000, 500,000, 1 million, according to this program, they will forgive whatever is left. Now, the loans must be federal direct loans. You must make 120 payments over a period of 10 years. You must be using a qualified repayment plan, and you must be working full time for a not for profit organization. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit more about each criteria in this video. Now, if criteria is met, the balance of your loans will be forgiven after 10 years. So, over the next 10 years, right, you start making these payments. After you've made 120 qualified payments, then you apply for this loan forgiveness. These loans must be federal direct loans, and federal direct loans are also known as William D. Ford Federal Direct Loan Program. Now, these are low interest loans that are given to students to help pay for their college education. And the lender is the U.S. Department of Education, so that is why the interest is low. So these are some examples here that you've probably seen on some of your documentations from your school, from the bursar office: direct subsidized loans, direct unsubsidized loans, direct plus loans, and direct consolidation loans. All of these qualify for the program. So for your monthly payments, they must be income driven monthly payments. So what this is that it gives you an estimate of how much you should be paying based on your monthly income. Now, when I was a PGY1 resident, I was using the income driven monthly payment, and I was paying about $100 each month based on my income. So once you graduate and you're working as a full-time pharmacist and you're making that pharmacist check, keep in mind that your monthly payment will be higher. Now, you must pay at least the full amount each month. Payment must be no later than 15 days after your due date, so you don't want to make any late payments. You can make qualifying monthly payments only during periods when you're required to make a payment. And this kind of goes hand in hand with the next bullet, which is you cannot make a qualifying monthly payment while your loans are in the grace period, deferment, or forbearance, right? So, for example, when you graduate from school, they usually give you like 6 months of a grace period before you start paying back your loans. During that grace period, if you make any payments, that will not count. Or even if you defer your payment for whatever reason, right? You're doing a residency, you can't afford it, whatever it is, if you defer it and you start making payments, right, in that deferment period, it won't count as a qualified payment. Your 120 qualifying monthly payments do not need to be consecutive. So let's say you're working at a hospital that actually qualify, right? They are a qualified employer for you to be able to apply for this loan forgiveness. If you make, let's say, 12 payments there, right, over a period of 1 year that you was there, then you go to a different organization that doesn't qualify for this loan forgiveness program, it's okay, because if, let's say, you leave that organization and go back to another organization that actually qualifies, it starts counting from there also. So it doesn't need to be consecutive. As long as you're able to make 120 qualified payments over a period of at least 10 years, it's good to go. Paying more than what is required per month still counts as one payment. So let's say that your required monthly payment is $300, but when it was due, you paid $600. This will not count as two payments. This is still one payment. Full-time employment. So you must meet your employer's definition of full-time or work at least 30 hours per week, whichever is greater. If you're employed in more than one qualifying part time job at the same time, they can actually add up your hours to make the average of at least 30 hours, and then you'll be qualified as full time. Qualified employers must be government organizations at any level. So, the FDA, for example, the DEA, let's say working for the Veterans Hospital, right? The VA, or like a non-for-profit organizations, right? So these are not government organizations, but they are still not-for-profit. And a lot of hospitals actually meet this criteria. For-profit government contractors are not qualifying employers. So just because they are working with the government, if they are for profit, they do not qualify. How to apply? If you made 120 qualifying payments already, you fill out Form A. If you're working towards 120 payments, you fill out Form B, which is the employment certification form. And this is something that you must send in annually to verify your employment at that location, all right? Wherever you're working at that time, once you start sending this annual form in, it kind of verifies that, yes, you was there for that whole year. Now, for Form A, after you make the 120 qualifying payment, that's when you fill it out and you apply. Okay, you don't really apply for this until you've made the payments, but you send in Form B annually to verify your employment. Form A and B must be sent to the United States Department of Education. I'll put the links in the description. And you can also contact the FedLoan Servicing at this number here for more information. For even more information, you can visit this website here, and they will basically go over everything that I spoke about in more detail. Thank you for watching this video. I hope this video was very helpful. You was able to get the basic understanding of how this program works. If the video was helpful, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share it with your classmates. Share it with your colleagues. Share it with anybody that may not be aware of this program. I get a little surprised when people tell me they don't know about this program. So I hope this video will be able to reach a lot of people so that you guys could start taking action. Make sure to connect with me on these social media platforms. Thank you for watching this video and take care.